Members of a deranged religious Christian cult group headed by Mayor Lorna Marquardt, Police Chief Ed Whealon, and Fire Chief Doug Knope used threats, force, and intimidation tactics to harass a Hotel Kiryat employee in Shawano, Wisconsin. On November 25, 2008, at approximately 10 o'clock a.m., I was parked at the Hotel Kiryat parking lot when suddenly a religious Lorna Marquardt cult member, Jeff Zimmerman, who also calls himself a fire inspector, but who is really a taxi cab driver and an ex-pizza delivery boy, showed up with two other religious Marquardt cult members that are employed by the Shawano Police Department, namely Bieber and Shane Stange. At religious cult leader Lorna Marquardt's instruction, they entered the hotel. I became concerned for the safety of the Hotel Kiryat employee due to the notorious activities of a fellow religious Marquardt cult member named Ryan Atkinson, who is also employed by the Shawano Police Department. In a previous incident, religious Marquardt cult member Atkinson fractured an innocent woman's wrist while arresting her for loitering on her own property, and then aided and abetted this woman's evicted tenants in destroying her building, the Ponderosa. Feeling a moral obligation to protect a human life, I proceeded to go inside Hotel Kiryat to check on my friend. When I entered the hotel, the secretive religious Marquardt cult members became offended and quickly left the property. In retaliation for being caught red-handed, engaging in dangerous religious cultic activities detrimental to democracy and justice, religious Marquardt cult members hurriedly issued me a citation for being partially parked in a handicapped spot in the Kiryat Hotel private parking lot. What do you think will happen in the religious Marquardt Cultic, Shawano, and Justice Department over this? I am sure I will be guilty even... May I ask what your reason for coming here was?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, we're assisting the Shawano Fire Department.
Okay. And is there some reason you're harassing Barney and now myself?
No.
If you're here to assist Jeff, don't you think you should go with them?
No, now you got a violation of a vehicle parking in a disabled spot here.
And what was the reason why I parked there? It was to pick up Barney, right? Isn't that what I said?
Are you driving this?
And then all of a sudden two police officers go inside like you're up to something? Seems pretty suspicious to me, don't you think?
Listen, this is a vehicle in a disabled parking spot. So are you the one driving this vehicle then?
Nope.
Are you the registered owner?
Nope. Is there some reason you're here harassing us?
No, it's just a violation of law and they got it.
Okay. Was it a violation of the law when your fellows broke Naomi's wrist too? Was his name Atkinson? Is there some reason you guys broke her wrists?
What color would you call that? Oh, it's like a cobalt sort of a color. Do you have keys? I mean, if you don't know who the owner is, we might have to have it towed if it's still in a disabled parking spot later.
It'll be moved later.
It'll be moved later?
Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, seemed pretty suspicious. Seems pretty suspicious that two police officers show up with a fire marshal, don't you think? Or with a fire inspector? Oh, it's not even a marshal, it was an inspector. Is there some reason for that? They escorted the fire inspector like this is some great safety hazard. And this is an example of what they do. They come in here, they see that I was parked here to pick somebody up, right here in this parking spot. I was actually in my vehicle because I was sitting here waiting to pick up Barney. The question here is, what really is their reason for all them showing up here and doing all this? As you can see, this is a no parking spot. Are they going to give him a ticket for that? This is a no parking spot. I'm waiting to see his fine for parking in a no parking spot. And this is an example of the real Christian historic cultic groups. Lorna Marquardt and all these police officers are members of these Christian cult groups, and they're wasting taxpayers' dollars. They came over there, they gave me a ticket for parking in a handicapped parking spot, even though I was half on the handicapped and half on the regular. Here, the police officer is parked in a no parking spot. There is no parking allowed, and he seems to think that was all right. I'm going into their city hall, and I'm going to